Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me get this turned down. Alright. Morning, Tran. Nice to see you in, as usual. See if we get anybody else in here. I gotta mute that. Okay. So, I don't know that I have a whole lot to talk about today. Been working, got rain. It's my first full week back. Did a 12-hour shift again out at the pit. Then bounced around a couple of different jobs. So not a whole lot exciting going on here. Got to see if I can upload some new pictures here. See if I got any pictures. I didn't get time to take care of it this morning. I was taking care of the dogs, feeding myself, getting myself a drink. Oh. Let's see if I got anything that's on here that's fairly relevant. No, they're the same pictures I had from before. But been using the Insta360 software a little more to create some short videos and stuff, which it's pretty interesting to use, and it's all done on the cell phone. It's pretty cool. All right, let me see. Are we downloading anything new? I have 15 new pictures. And Tran, we'll get to your airplanes and stuff like that. Seeing as you're the only one here, I got some cool stuff that you might enjoy as well. Airplane related, not so much construction, but it's a hobby. Heard a ding. Where'd the ding go? I got too much stuff open on my desk. Okay, must have finished. That means there's nothing really new. Oh, yes. Nope. What do we have here? Ah, yes. My new truck. Pictures of my new truck. See if we can get this fixed up here. So these are pictures from Monday. Oh, and I got a short little video for you. Okay, let me get this set up here and. You guys get a full picture of what's going on. So, what we've got here, this is a old water truck of ours. It's an old military 6x6 cargo truck from probably Vietnam or something. It's old. And it was converted into a water truck by the owner. This thing's a freaking monster of a truck. So this truck is basically, this is the job site where I was hauling material to and from, away from the pit and dropping it. And it rained over the weekend. And this is Monday when we show up, and this is what we have to deal with. And this truck has to drive down the job site all the way down to a fire hydrant, which is about, I don't know, half a mile away. And the guy's just, let's see, his wheels are turned, not necessarily going the right direction. And this is where, in the videos of me driving through this mud, the machine decides where it's going to go based on the rut that it's in, or maybe there's a slight incline somewhere, And see, right now he's headed towards a fence. He can't get it out.
Done.
6-wheel drive,
Six-wheel
all
drive,
6 wheels
please. Yep.
turning.
So I told him we can't.
So that's just a short clip. That's all I had. I had to go to work. Boss was yelling, kind of giving me hand signals to go. But we were both standing there watching this thing going, oh my God, now we've got to walk out there, get the excavator, pull this thing out. It managed to make it all the way through the mud, all the way the half-mile down to the fire hydrant, and make it back loaded with water. So that was pretty amazing to see that. All right, and this is the picture of the job site. And I have previous pictures to compare it to. Let me find those, but you can see how much water there is. Water truck, that's the de-dirting of water, the centrifuge system here. And this is the area I pull up and get dirt from the excavator. Right, yeah. So another 12-hour shift of me pulling in to right here, him throwing mud and stuff into my bucket, and me driving all the way through everything. So if you remember, previously we had a little bit of water just right here, but everything else was dry. And do I have a picture of that? Yes, I have a picture here. Took the wrong thing. There you go. That's a picture of it previously. So not as much water, just in the small little area. Let's compare these. Oh, okay, don't need that up there. Trying to get these side by side. There you go. So you can see this shows a lot more water than this shows. So there was no water over on this side. So you see the pipes here are not sitting in water. Now over here you can see the water is all the way back here around this water station. So it was a pretty big disaster out there. A shot of the crane. Is first thing in the morning, so he set up to have his ground man come over and his rigger rig up that pipe, ready to start installing pipe. At that point, they only had 7 sticks of pipe to put in for the day, but they ran into problems. And these are jars of jam that my mom sent for my wife, and I brought out a couple to give to my buddy. He likes jam, so there's a strawberry and a peach or apricot. I don't remember. That's basically that. I don't think yeah, that's it. That's all I got for new pictures, I believe. Let me see. All right, so this is on a reservation. So we're not showing any addresses or anything like that, but we are basically doing storm drain. There's a storm. We're doing this in a section where we start over here and we're going to trench all the way up over here where there's another outlet coming through a driveway. And so instead of the water running on top in a ditch along here, they wanted to put all the storm water underground so that way it all runs off, and so this pipe right here will go about where the machine is sitting. It's a drain inlet. So any water that does come down the ditch gets caught there, and it kind of helps prevent erosion and whatnot. Yeah, I think we're okay there. Yep. So this is a little bit later on. This is the end of the day, so you can see there's the under the driveway drain that just allows water to pass under the people's driveways. We left a swale, so that way if it did rain, this was on Friday or Thursday. No, this was Tuesday. Tuesday we did this, and then we went to another job on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday came back to this. So we got pipe laid up to right in here, and this is rocky ground. it's a pain to dig in, especially with these little Takahachis. There's another shot of the area somewhat cleaned up. Now, this is just a rough cleanup. This is just so we can get off the job site and take off. Now, this board right here sticking out of the ground, that's a marker marking the end of pipe where basically where we ended off laying pipe. And just in this area right here, there's a whole bunch of services that run through to the houses. So this is a right of way here, this area right here. So there's the edge of the fence there, and then we have our silt fence here, and in between is about a 4-foot section where the right of way for all the piping goes. Basically, a right of way is an area that can't be used by the homeowner. It has to be left no housing or any objects can be left there, because eventually, maybe someday, there needs to be access to get to piping and stuff there. So basically, it's a zone dedicated to all the underground services to your house or to your neighbor's house. Run through those areas. So right in here, there's a whole bunch of stuff. That's a picture I posted. Do I actually have that picture? I don't know if I have that picture or not. I don't think I do. No, I don't have that picture. I thought I took a picture, but I think it was a direct upload to something else. Yeah. No, I do not have that photograph. Let me see if I can find out where it went. I think I may have posted it on my Instagram. That's weird because it's on my phone, but it didn't upload. I think. Oh, that's because it's a video. Because I zoomed in with the camera, my computer does not like the video, so it usually rejects them. Or is it here? Oh, this is it. So these are the guys. This is what we call asses and elbows. They're in here searching and digging around all the little pipes in the ground, doing their job to prevent a strike on a pipe. So since we had dug this up prior, I was able to take the topsoil off because we knew how deep everything was. I stay, a certain distance away from the top of those pipes, and then the guys will hand dig, locate everything, and then I can start digging around them, and they relieve the pressure of the dirt away from there. So I didn't get any pictures on this day. This was on Friday, I believe. Early morning, we just got started, uncovered the end of pipe. You can see it there. So we were digging for a little bit, and once they get all this pipe exposed, I'm able to get my bucket in and around these pipes here, and then I can keep going. I can get going. Once we got past these pipes, I was able to get in another 40 feet. I think I blew in 40 feet in like 2 hours through rock. I mean, we had some big rock. I don't know, size of your monitor, your TV monitor. I don't know, 24 to 48, not 48, probably 24-inch rock is about the size it was. I'll bring you back over here so you don't have to look at my screen. Where is that? Okay. You got any questions there, Tran? Because I'll get to... let me see here. Did you have any new... I didn't transition. Did you have any new photos from any job sites? I know you posted a bunch of pictures from a little trek you went out to an aviation museum, which was cool. I got to see all those. I might have to make a trek out to my local aviation. Let's see equipment. Oh yeah, you threw a bunch of vehicles in the equipment area, tanks and a whole bunch of stuff. Those are all really cool. They didn't have any of the like minesweeping. I was kind of hoping, and this is one thing that you don't see is the Army Corps of Engineers equipment and stuff that they use. It's something that is under broadcast or under represented. Okay, so I've got this one picture here that you posted. So this is a cool setup here. So what we've got here is a pipe rack with a little gas powered Briggs and Stratton motor, probably about, I don't know, 8 horsepower or something like that. So we've got our coiled up gas line. This is looks like 4-inch gas line. Now I've installed this stuff and I've used this exact trailer before. And we actually, I don't know if we rented it or if we own one. I think we own it. But it's the exact same thing. So this whole thing, so one side of this, I believe it's the other side here, will actually fold down. Or no, it's this side. So you unpin this thing and this whole rack will lay down flat. And then you pick, the backhoe will pick up this other roll and set it on these forks that are right here. And these are actually rollers that are right here. So there's a couple of rollers so that whole bundle of pipe will roll around. So you got 2 rollers there, 2 rollers here. And the pipe will come through, and right up in here, I don't see it, but there would be a little crossbar and another crossbar that are designed to straighten the pipe out. Now, I'll have to go through all my photos. If I had time, I would have already had my photos done, but it was on an area where we weren't allowed to film, and I think this may have been before I was doing YouTube even. But I might have some photos of doing it. I know I've got some video of it. I know I have some video of pipe going into the ground. Because basically what we do is we hook this, they do a directional bore. What we did is we actually pulled our line inside of another existing line that was deteriorating. So it was like a 6-inch line, and we were pulling 4-inch pipe into the 6-inch line. And this was out at a fairground called Cal Expo. And that place was old. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got another roll there. So they're pulling in a lot of pipe. Little 420F backhoe. So obviously you took this picture after work or after school or before school, and this is so they're off work, but they would haul this trailer to wherever they're laying the pipe, so it's prepped for the next day. So yeah, somewhere it looks like they've got a little dig here. You can see all their little marking flags here. Electrical conduits are orange, and then water line in blue. You got a couple of marks here on the curb showing where the lines are at. You've got another box here, probably for electrical. So that's one thing, if you're out, if you're interested in this kind of work, just when you're going down the streets, every manhole, every little thing, you got to imagine where it goes. What is it servicing? Okay, in the morning when you had your morning drive. That's cool. Oh, let's get back to this. So, other than that, there's not a whole lot to talk about. We're getting into the rainy season. Not a whole lot going on. I guess you could talk about. We can talk about what I keep in my truck for rain. We have standard rain gear that the company gave me. Not the greatest gear in the world. It rains hard enough, it'll actually soak through it because it's not a full plastic sealed rain suit. It's just a rain deflector, like a windbreaker. It's a mesh, so water can get through it eventually. So you don't want to be out in the rain a whole lot when that is going on. I keep an extra set of boots, extra set of clothes, socks, underwear, pants, and a shirt. Even an extra jacket in the truck. During the winter, when it's raining, you have to have a full set of clothes, extra, maybe 2 extra pairs of socks, depending on how much you're walking around on the ground. Like if you're a flagger and you're in the rain, your boots will soak through, but at least you could throw a clean pair of socks on when you go to get in your truck at the end of the day, and maybe some slippers to drive home on. I keep hats, gloves. The company provides, but as an operator, they're not going to provide warm gloves. So that's something you want to keep in your truck, is something with insulated gloves, not necessarily like ski gloves or something. You want something that's going to be like a leather glove with the fuzzy stuff on the inside that'll help keep your hands warm, or even a mitten. Mittens are actually the best to keep your hands warm. All right, so, well, on the good news is that I found excavating company that I really liked. They do demolition, excavating, and sewer. Demolition is interesting. It's not something I would say it's a skill within itself, but the main skill is just destroy, which can be fun, but over time it gets really old and boring because all you do is just smash shit all the time. And when you're in excavating, doing sewers and doing lift stations, doing structural stuff, it's more technical and takes a higher level of skill. Now, with demolition, if you're doing demolishing buildings and stuff like that, there are parts of that where you have to be very pinpoint about how you demolish things. Otherwise, you have collapses and things that could actually damage the machine or somebody else working around. And mostly what you're dealing with is dust that you have to breathe, silica dust, which is a big thing now. Need to have somebody standing there with water at all times. So you wind up in a wet working environment regardless of the time of year. All right. Well, I don't have a whole lot. I'm still haven't gotten around to finding joysticks yet for playing Construction Simulator. I'm thinking I might do a little bit of the American Truck Simulator. I was gonna get the add-on for like JCB or Volvo, where you transport heavy equipment around, and just do that, just to chill and kind of do something like that. And that way, if somebody wants to pop in, they can watch and ask questions while I'm driving around. So I think at this point, we got what? It's going to be a short one today. So I don't have a whole ton of talk about, not a lot going on. I don't have a whole bunch of people in here asking questions, so it kind of shortens things up for me. I'll try and see if I can get something more on the union. I want to do a expose on the apprenticeship coordination of getting into the union, your apprentice coordinators that you have to deal with, things like that. I think I want to look into doing that. I've been doing a little bit of research this morning on it, and so hopefully in the next week or so I'll be able to do a live chat on joining the union. I think that'd be a good chat to have. All right, so guys, I'm gonna cut it here because I got things to do. I'm still trying to empty my old truck so I can sell it and get that out from in front of my house. So thank you for hanging out and watching, and as always, keep your butt level and your ditch straight.